right, but today we're going to focus a little bit on the mental approach of the game. And a lot of the stuff that I'm going to use, you might have heard from your good buddy, Dr. Bob, already.
Okay.
So I've picked his brain a bunch, and I've utilized a lot of his techniques too. And I think everybody can utilize them to some aspect, and most people do. They just don't have the funny, catchy names that Dr. Bob has for everything.
Right,
So,
right.
the first thing we're going to kind of talk about is just kind of we're going to go over your setup, and we're going to go over the routine that you take to the golf course for every swing.
Okay.
So kind of do your routine for me,
Right.
and then kind of walk me through it. Explain to me what you're doing and what you're thinking about when you.
I have to think about too much, but I mean, obviously this is a course I've played before, and I wouldn't play competitively or for score anywhere I didn't scout it first.
Yeah.
Casual golf's different, but here, we got a medium length par 4, slightly on the long side. It's a downhill tee shot. There's really no trouble off the tee, but if you're too far left from this back tee pad, with my distance off the tee, I won't have a shot to the green without big tree trouble.
Okay.
So I definitely want to be middle of the fairway at worst case.
Yeah.
Maybe just slightly left of middle because that gets you a little bit close to the hole the way the dog leg is.
All right.
But here, there's a 150 stick down there.
Yeah.
That's usually my aim point.
Okay.
With no more than a 3-yard draw. If I feel like from the range warm up before I play this hole, I've got a bigger draw working that day.
Yeah.
I'll take my line out a little bit right of that.
Okay.
And of course I factor in the wind too, but
Yeah.
there's no wind right now.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about playing for some drifts or
Okay.
anything of that nature.
So you've already warmed up.
Right.
So how's your swing feeling, and what do you think it's doing? Is it consistent with what you've done in the past?
Yeah, it's
or-
good, but now we're gonna play golf.
Yeah.
I pured everything on the range. Now I'm the type of guy that when I warm up poorly, it means I play great on the golf course.
Yeah.
I don't always take hitting it pure from the range to hitting it pure on the golf course.
All right.
I won't know till I'm a hole and a half, 2 holes in.
All right. And one of the things too that we're going to address is something just like that, because I have a student, actually a buddy that you know,
Right.
Steve Morris,
Okay.
that has very poor self-talk. And now one of the most
Well,
important
not only that,
things-
but he's got no technique.
Yeah.
He's not very skilled. He's never been good anyways.
he is the total package in the opposite direction.
Yes.
So-
If there's an opposite of Tiger Woods, it would be Steve Morris.
I'm pretty sure you're correct on that one.
Yeah.
And according to Charlotta Sorenstam, he has a classic swing.
That's a nice way of saying, God, that guy sucks.
Exactly. All right. But his self-talk, one thing I want to talk about, when he gets up there and he addresses the ball, he has a lot of self-doubt. And what I want you to eliminate is self-doubt in general. And even something as small as, hey, when I hit it pure on the range, it doesn't always translate to turning it on the
Sure,
golf
yeah,
course.
that's negative self-talk.
So let's turn that into positive from now on. And we're almost gonna disgust ourselves by how positive we are towards ourselves. Let's go through our pre-shot routine, and
Sure.
then let's strike one down the middle.
You got it. Yeah, so all I'm doing here is picking my line, and then I'm going to go after it.
Perfect.
That's it.
All right.
Plain and simple.
Distance that you selected.
I got 156.
All right. And what club do you have?
My 166 club.
Your 166
10 yards
club.
plus. I'm going to aim past the flag since the flag's in the front of the green.
Okay. All right.
But whenever the flag's up front, I shoot past it. The
Beautiful.
flag's in the back, I shoot for slightly short of it because I want to be on the green.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's good. A lot of times people in this position, they'll select a club that just gets them to that flag.
But if you slightly miss it, then you're chipping,
Now
and I don't
all
want
of a sudden
that.
you're hitting a pitch shot.
Right.
Yeah, so, and in this case, we have hazard on the right-hand side. But what we want to do, and what you have seemed to done in your self-talk to me, is you didn't even once mention that you had water right, and that's a good
Well,
thing.
it doesn't
to
come
focus
into
on.
play because on this
Yeah.
shot here, I'm a drawer of the ball or a straight shot guy.
Yeah.
So here I'm going to try to hit it straight, left
Okay.
of the hole,
All right.
and try to be pinned high. If I block it, or it comes off with a fade unanticipated, that moves it in towards the flag.
Okay.
If I hit it straight, I'm on the green with a 10, 15-foot birdie putt.
All right. Yeah, so you hit a little bit of a hook. One thing that I really like that you said on the way over here is no worries, I'm going to hold this one out. And that's something that, honestly, you need to get in the practice of telling your stuff like that. So I know a lot of times it's a joke, and we're with our buddies, and I go, hey, don't worry, I'm going to hold this next one out. But the more you talk to yourself like that, the more you actually start to believe it,
Well,
and
I
then it
actually
doesn't
mean
put
it when I say
negative
that.
things. Well, that's good. That's good. Then you actually mean it, so let's go ahead and hold it.
All right, buddy.
That's beautiful. Get in. Holy cow. Great. All right, Rich, so we now have ourselves a downhill par 3, kind of medium length. What'd you get for yardage?
156.
156. Okay, so typically 156 kind of be in the go range for you. So we do have a hole location that's tucked back right. A lot of people in this situation, and say higher handicappers, they'd think, oh no, this flag is tucked in the back right. You know, I got a bunker short, and I got a bunker to the right. I don't want to go long, and they start thinking about those negative things. But really, in this situation, what you want to think is, you know, I can't wait to get after this flag. You know,
Yeah,
so,
well, it's a short iron, so that's one.
yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I like having some fun to the shot, so
Yeah.
I'm going to aim 30 yards right at the green where I'd be short side over the bunker and hook it back in.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. As bad man as you know, I wouldn't do that.
All right. So now
I'm going to take this right at it and try to hit straight. And that way, if my draw kicks in, I'm still in the green.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So mentally here, you need to be thinking, hey, this is going to be a fun flag to get after.
Yes.
I can't wait to knock it close.
I agree.
Beautiful. Good putt, Rich. All right. Awesome, man. So we played a few holes, and we kind of went over some positive self-talk. And really, that's golf. Everyone always says it's 90% mental, 10% physical, or whatever else you want to call it. But
Okay.
what you really need to focus on is being positive to yourself and not letting those hazards or anything creep into your mind when you're standing over shots.
Right.
I mean, honestly, golf is fun, and it always needs to remain fun. So the second that your self-talk starts getting away from you, which you said in your case, when you have a problem and you're unable to correct it in a few holes, that's when the self-talk starts to get a little negative.
Right.
So what things we really need to practice, for every shot we need to, before we hit that shot, we need to tell ourselves something positive. And
Right.
you did it very good. So and when you had that bunker shot, the first thing you said was, I'm going to hold this.
Right.
When we were rolling up here to your birdie putt, you said there's no question this putt's going in the hole. And obviously you saw that you just drained it. So that was a good putt there, good birdie, good
Thanks.
finish. So the things, again, we need to work on is just being positive at all times. Even when our swing starts to break down a little bit, the good news is we're playing golf and we're not working at that time.
Right.
So that's always a positive as well.
Totally agree.
Yeah, but,
Golf is fun.
Yeah, thanks so much. We've had 4 lessons now, and in the final lesson, what we're going to do next week, we're actually going to play a few holes together,
Okay.
and we're going to do what's called transfer practice. So that means we're going to take what we've practiced on the range and practice in our sessions, and we're going to take that to the golf course and apply all those methods there. So I'll see you next week for some golf.
All right, sounds good, man.
Thanks,
Thanks
Rich.
buddy.
Appreciate it.